Hello everyone. As you know, our lives are unpredictable. Sometimes things go very easy, other times things are tough as hell. Today we'll look and share incredible moments of people that narrowly escaped death. Are you ready? Don't take your eyes off this video below to watch some of the luckiest moments that were caught on camera. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel to get 10 years of good luck. Try if it works. Now let's watch. On this section of the train, crossing with no barriers. Luckily he was driving the car at a low speed, so he turned left and avoided being crushed on the railway. When it rained, the car lost control and crashed into a fence, separating the two sides of the road and flew into the opposite lane. A truck came, but the other control car was fortunate to avoid it. That was a really scary situation. The woman has just stepped out of the store when suddenly a driverless motorbike rushed towards her. The car was cursed. The woman fell to the ground, but fortunately she survived. Two friends were chatting on the sidewalk when the car lost control and crashed into a lamppost. Seeing the smoke rising, I couldn't help but shiver. If they couldn't avoid it, the god of death would have come to take them away. The pedestrian light turned red, but the group of children still rushed across the street. She slipped and fell and quickly got up, and then ran across the street. Fast for a second, but almost slow for a lifetime, don't you think? A man was sitting on the porch of his house when a car drove up and crashed into his door. Thanks to his quick feet and eyes, he just escaped death. A woman saw a car coming but decided to cross the road anyway. The driver tried to honk and brake, but the girl still tried to run past. Fortunately, the driver was able to brake in time to save the girl from the accident. The woman hesitated and decided to lean towards the door. I think it was one of the wisest decisions she made. If the girl had left the house, she would have probably lost her life. A car pulled back but didn't notice the oncoming truck in the distance. Fortunately, the truck only broke the front of the car and the owner was still unharmed. At the crossroads, a man was riding a motorbike, wanted to pass the car next to him but unfortunately lost control of the vehicle, causing a collision with the car. Immediately the motorbike rider was thrown. He flipped a few times on the ground but still managed to save his life. What a heart-pounding situation. People had just passed when the mountain began to landslide and then slowly collapsed. A man on the motorbike came but quickly realized something was wrong, so he tried to avoid it and luckily escaped. In the rain, the road was slippery. The giant truck turned right without warning, causing the motorcycle to fall on the road and almost get crushed under the wheels. Fortunately, both the driver and the person was unharmed. A man who made a sharp turn to turn right without realizing he was right behind the container preparing to turn. The motorcyclist hit the container and fell on the road. Even WELUCK thought he would have crushed under the wheels. The man narrowly escaped death. On the intersection with the railway, this car tried to pass even though the barrier had been lowered. As a result, the barricade came and the car got stuck in the middle of the train tracks. The owner of the car inched forward just in time for the train to rattle. Despite trying to avoid the rear end of the car, it still collided with the train and broke into pieces. This man went to the supermarket and was coming home with several bags in the hand. Suddenly an out-of-control car crashed into the truck and jumped. The man was so scared he ran away from his possessions. This man was driving. Suddenly the car lost control and crashed into the car right in front of him, and calmly set up the car to continue his ride. This is one of the luckiest people I've ever known. After going on, he immediately hit another car but still completely unharmed. The man on the motorcycle was about to cross the street and didn't notice that a huge container was about to turn left. The man fell to the road and only a miracle can save him. Oh my god, what a magic! That man survived after that crash. This girl was riding her bicycle across the tracks when she suddenly saw a train rushing by. Seeing all her might, the little girl tried to pedal fast. Fortunately, her effort saved her from death. When the girl just cycled past, the train just arrived. Even the train almost ran over the rear of the bicycle. The car lost control and hit the barrier, but fortunately did not fall into the cliff. Surely the car owner had a howling memory. The man on the motorcycle raced on the road. He touched the car in front and fell onto the road. The helmet also fell off, but luckily the man was unharmed. This person saw that his friend could easily cross the road even though the barrier was lowered, so he also did the same. As a result, he had just crossed the first track when the train came rushing. This person was so scared that one of his shoes fell off. This man has just stepped out of the car when he slipped due to the slippery snow. He staggered. The car also rushed forward, but fortunately the man stopped in time. Two people about to cross the street suddenly realized a truck was coming. They quickly stopped to avoid the car. Fortunately, the truck also reacted in time and avoided them. It's a whirlwind. The container lost control and nearly crashed into a pedestrian. It seemed that it just rained because the road is quite slippery. The wheels wobbled and the trunk collapsed. The other pedestrian seemed to be still quite alert, so fortunately he escaped again. The motorcyclist does not know that close him. Fortunately, the motorcyclist saw the road was empty and rushed forward. Otherwise, he would have been crushed under a large pile of sand. How lucky he is! Oh my god, as soon as he crossed the railway, the train came. Even the front of the train is only a few dozen inches from the rear. A group of workers were repairing and suddenly a bulldozer started to up and lost control. Almost ran over a walker. Another railway crossing. The woman looked around and then crossed the track. Just when she had just finished crossing the street, the train rattled forward. My blood ran cold when seeing this moment. So guys, this video showed you some of the luckiest people caught on camera. Leave your thoughts about the impressive moments on the comment section and don't forget to like and subscribe. Also click the notification bell to get more fascinating incoming videos from us.